Welcome to today's group training, everybody. Today is holiday prep. Holiday season is here. Tomorrow is Halloween, so let's get it, guys. Let's get it. This is what we worked the whole rest of the year for. So today's really just a massive reminder to tell you guys that you can do whatever you want. There's no guilt inside of in any ingredient that you're gonna have in one of your holiday dinners. I want you guys to understand that we're into this fitness thing for the life. This is going to be a lifestyle thing. So it's important that we have these moments, with our family and not be thinking about calculating our meals or not be thinking about, is this going to make me get fat or whatever we're thinking. No negative self-talk, no thinking about guilt. And I don't want people to really even track their nutrition on the holidays. And we're going to get into that. So embracing the holiday mindset. This is going to be a little bit different mindset, okay, than what we're maybe used to. Balance, not perfection, guys. Fitness and nutrition is about long-term consistency, not daily perfection. A few indulgent meals won't derail the progress. Just like, this whole thing that we're going to be doing is the 80-20 rule. Like 80% of what we're doing in the year is on point, is aligned with our goals, is in alignment with the outcome we want and what we want to be. But 20% is like that's the holidays, our birthdays, doing what we want. So, and it's also 80-20 when it comes to, your nutrition all around and your daily habits all around. So aim for 80% nutritious foods habits year round, leaving 20% for flexibility, enjoyment, especially for special occasions. Okay? Positive self-talk. Holidays and birthdays are meant for celebration, and remind yourself that one day doesn't define your journey. It's everyday habits that count. Okay, and like these one days that we get to overly indulge, this is when we get to prove to our family that hey, we can still be fit, we can still take our life and health and our nutrition, all that stuff serious, but we can still be a normal human and eat like you guys eat. Like so, yeah, there's a fine line here, guys. If we want to make fitness and health our lifestyle and not get burnt out and also not feel shame and guilt for eating stuff with our family, we have to come into the holidays with this type of mindset and understand the 80-20 mindset and just know that 80% of what we're doing year round is on point, basically. 80% of it. And the holidays are the 20% where we can do whatever the fuck we want, and it's okay to do whatever the fuck we want, and we shouldn't feel shame, we shouldn't feel guilt around that. Okay, I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. A lot of this holiday prep is going to be a mindset shift because I want you guys. I don't care if you guys track on the holidays or your birthdays. I don't care about that because it's going to set ourselves up for those other days. These days when you guys don't need to be fully present in the app, and you need to be present with your family, you need to be present with whatever your goal is on the holiday, your spirituality, your happiness. If it does make you happy to stay in the app and continue to track, and then day, I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying that I don't expect you to. Mm. Sorry, and I also want you guys to have this mindset that you deserve to indulge a little bit once in a while. The problem is most people say they hit one workout in the last 6 months and they're like, okay, I deserve to have Burger King. Most people are like that. We who have built up our self-worth, built up the discipline, it takes a lot more for us to feel like we might deserve some type of self-sabotage. But I don't want you to think of the holidays as self-sabotage. I want you to think of the holidays as getting closer with your family and getting these memories that are really going to be with you for the rest of your life. The holidays is really like when you get the memories that are deep and they're in your core. So like I'm trying to get a lot of you guys to perspective shift is to understand that we are just becoming fit individuals. We fit for the rest of our lives, and we want to have an enjoyable life, and fitness is part of that. You have to have a happy life. You have to have fitness in it. You couldn't avoid fitness and let your body deteriorate and have a positive, happy life. But to also have a positive, happy life, you have to have like deep, loving, bonding connections with your family and have these moments where you're fully present with them and the conversation or just the feeling. So I hope you guys that the only thing that you could take away from this training is that these moments are more important than what than the program right now. The moments with your families, because some people, especially what I've worked with people with ADHD, we get fixated on the program, we get fixated on all these things, but we have to understand that we've been fixating on this for some time, and now we deserve to spend some time with our family and be a normal human. So hope that's making sense, guys. Setting intentions for the holidays. Enjoy without guilt, guys. I said it again, but there's no ingredient called guilt. A lot of people are like, oh, I hate when people are like guilt-free brownies or guilt-free. Like, there's no ingredient called guilt. You shouldn't feel guilty about food. I mean, eventually you're going to feel guilty if you keep on neglecting your health and fitness and you overeat calories and you become obese and out of shape, then you're going to feel guilty. But like, while we're in the process of getting shape, while we're in the process of treating food like fuel and and while we're in the process of, losing fat, building muscle, becoming the best version of ourselves, while we're in that process, we can't be associating guilt with food or shame because we just have to be in control of our decisions. I mean, we have to be in control of all of our choices. And 80% of the time, we're making the choice to have purposeful meals and be on track with our nutrition so we can burn fat and build muscle. And then 20% of the time, we're making a conscious decision to go outside of that and not be on point with our nutrition, just so we can enjoy the moment with our family or whatever, or just to eat some yummy ass food and not have to be worrying about adding in the macros. Okay, flexibility over restriction. You don't need to count your calories or your proteins on the holidays. I mentioned this, but some of you I know are still going to, which, hey, honestly, if it were me, I probably would too, just because I'm a freak. But I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't count your calories for the second, and also you can go for seconds. A lot of people. I tell a lot of people who are in a fat loss phase right now that you shouldn't be eating until you're full. I say, you shouldn't eat until you're Thanksgiving stuffed. But you can get Thanksgiving stuffed on Thanksgiving. It's not a big deal. But it's not going to make or break us, guys. I'm going to quickly just say it takes 3,500 calories on excess of your daily maintenance to gain 1 pound of body fat. So if your daily maintenance is 1,800 calories, and you would have to eat, almost like 7,000 calories to gain 1 pound of body fat, and it's really hard to eat that many calories. I mean, it's possible, and like, who cares? We gain 1 pound of body fat during the holidays. I don't take that as an L. I don't take that as an L because during those holidays we probably also gain some lasting memories and moments with our family. So, boom, all right. Uh, But I might as well give you guys some tips too, because I know a lot of you guys who are watching this on the replay or live that you still want to take this serious. And a lot of times, was in the mode where if I do something that I know is not aligned with my goals, it makes it easier for me to continue to do things that are not aligned with my goals. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go have fast food. I did that. Now, okay, now I can sleep in. I did that. Okay, now I can smoke some weed. I did that. So now I just keep on justifying doing things that I and that I'm not gonna enjoy the outcome of. I'm not going to enjoy the outcome if I consistently sleep in, if I consistently eat fast food, if I consistently smoke weed. I'm not going to enjoy the outcome of if those habits create a certain person. But the thing is that we just have to tell ourselves with this mindset going into the holidays is that this is the 20%. I'm going into the 20% right now, and I'm not. And then tomorrow's Halloween. I'm gonna eat some candy. I'm gonna eat some candy too. But after Halloween, I'm not going to eat any more candy. I'm not going to wake up the next day and just continue to eat more candy. It's like the one I was taught the training I did a few days ago where I mentioned, how self-sabotage works when people get a flat tire and then they slash the other three tires just because they're like, fuck it, screw it. That's not the mindset you have with the holidays. The mindset is like we're a normal person. We're not doing the fit lifestyle during the holidays because we earned this holiday. During the last 180 days or so, we've been earning the right to show up without negative self-talk and show up and be super present with our family and be in shape, and then proving to our family, they'll be like, hey, like, I don't have, I can still be a normal person and still be in shape and still work towards my goals. But the problem is the normal people in society, uh, you know, that aren't on their fitness journey and that are constantly self-sabotaging, and then they get into the holidays and they go deeper and deeper and deeper, and they keep perpetuating the cycle of having habits that the habits are going to lead to some type of outcome. So we know that our habits that we have in the program are leading to our outcome, and holiday is not a habit. Okay, going off track of our habits for the holidays doesn't mean that it's going to our habits the next day it's going to be super all fucked. Okay, I know I'm kind of going off in a tangent a little bit, but I think you guys are understanding what I'm saying. This is a big mindset shift, but I still wanted to give you guys some tips that are seriously like trying to go through this fat loss phase, because a lot of you guys are working on our winter arc because the summer bodies are built right now. Summer bodies are built right now. So we are going to get into some tips if you guys just want to make sure that your calories aren't over exceeding too much. You know, you want to prioritize protein, fruits, and veggies. I hope that people on the holidays, when Thanksgiving comes, the Christmas dinner comes, you know, there's going to be some sort of protein. There's going to be some sort of veggies. There's going to be some sort of fruit. Watch out for the heavy sauces and the gravies. I'm not even a fan of gravy. I know people love gravy, but I'm not a fan of gravy. It's just so calorically dense. To me, it's not worth it. To me, it's not worth it. But some of you, it might be worth it. I'm not, and I don't want you to feel guilty for that. While tasty sauces can be calorically dense, enjoy them, but be mindful of portions, because a lot those gravies and those sauces, especially during the holidays, they can be just as many calories as the actual food. And I always say avoid drinking your calories. Like, I'm not a fan of eggnog or any of those, or alcohol, but do what you please on the holidays. But again, if you guys are serious about losing fat and you don't want to get derailed, then I wouldn't drink your calories. And listen to your body. Only go for seconds if you still feel hungry. Enjoying your meal doesn't mean overeating. You know, I used to go for seconds just to please my grandma. She's like, "Oh, you didn't." I would be completely stuffed, and I would force feed just to please my grandma. I remember, but God rest her soul. But yeah, I remember that. But listen to your body, guys, and staying active on the holidays. Me, if you're talking about me, I'm going to be in the gym on the holidays. All the holidays are my favorite day to go to the gym. I'm talking Christmas Day because nobody's there, and I love an empty gym. So, and I'm a Jew. I don't know. So, I mean, I don't necessarily really celebrate Christmas unless it's with the friends or stuff. But um, so holidays, when it comes to the gym, I'm going to the gym on the holidays because they're going to be so empty and dead. Some of them don't even open, but some of the gyms that I have, you have like a key fob, so you don't even need to have anybody be there. Okay, but a short walk, like, you know, I would recommend guys going on a walk to promote digestion, especially after a heavy meal. Once you have your, you know, Halloween or your Thanksgiving meal, it's good to do a walk just to help with digestion, because that's a lot of food that you haven't normally eaten. Because a lot of times that you guys have been in the program a while, you're so on track with your digestion day after day after day that when you eat something off routine, it's going to throw off your digestion. It's going to throw off your microbiome. To help counteract that thing, we could go on a walk, make sure to drink a lot of water. You could have some type of diuretic in your water, put a little bit of lemon, put a little bit of lime, and just going on walks between and after these heavy meals can just aid in digestion. Also, greens powder. I'm actually drinking greens powder right now. Trust me, on Thanksgiving, before and after, I'm gonna be doing a greens powder because it just helps my digestion. I could eat so much horrible food for my stomach, and then the greens powder is just like I don't even feel nothing. All right. Where were we? Feel energized? Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna work out in the holidays, but you guys don't have to. You know, work out what brings you joy. Holiday gym time can be a great escape for those who enjoy it, especially when the gyms are quiet. But if your rest is what you need, listen to your body and enjoy it guilt-free. All right. Mindset for staying on track. I really want to embed this into your guys' head that one meal won't break your progress. You know, remind yourself that it is the day-to-day action that we've been doing inside the program, not the occasional holiday meals that shape your long-term results. Okay? Don't self-sabotage, and you need to avoid slipping into the holiday mode. Okay? You need to avoid slipping into the holiday mode. And what I mean by that It's basically just like it's very easy to happen, and I've seen it happen a lot, especially when people who go on vacations. When you do something that's off routine, when you do something that you haven't been doing, and it breaks momentum, it's so much easier to continue that broken momentum. It's so much easier after you ate that big Thanksgiving turkey dinner and you had a couple beers and you slept in and then you skipped your workout and then you didn't meal prep and then you didn't you didn't do the check, and you keep going down this cycle of doing things that aren't aligned with the outcome that you want. Okay, but we have to understand that it's 2080. We have to be the strong enough person to be able to do the 2080. Because a lot of people, some people are so strict and they're 100% because they're not disciplined enough to go have a drink or two, to go do a little bit of self-sabotaging and not have that affect them in later days to come. Okay, for me though, I can't drink, I can't do any of that because just being having an addictive personality with my addiction background, like I can't do any mind altering things, or I'm screwed. But some people can. You can, I just wouldn't say like if you, I just don't like people who drink every day, because then that's a habit that's leading to an outcome that you don't want. But if you drink, on the holidays once in a while, that's not a habit that's going to lead to an outcome that you're not going to want. Is it making sense, guys? Hope this is making sense. One meal won't break your progress. Don't self-sabotage. Avoid slipping into the holiday thing. This is important. This is probably the most important part of this whole thing that we're doing today, is that it's okay to go into the holidays and not track and not do all these things and have positive self-talk and be with your family, but you can't make you can make a habit of being with your family and positive, but I'm saying you can't make a habit of eating Thanksgiving dinners every day and skipping workouts every day, and like, so we're just doing this for one day and telling ourselves this is the 20%. I'm going to be sounding like a broken record as usual. No ingredient called guilt. Let yourself experience and enjoy the season without feeling guilty and enjoying the festive meals. Worksheet for holiday preparation. Practice positive habits. I want you guys to use this worksheet to stay mindful, enjoy the holidays, and maintain balance. Write down your intentions for the holidays. Example, I will enjoy my meals with my family and get right back on track the next day. Boom. Simple as that. Positive self-talk. Today's a special day and I'm allowed to relax and enjoy it. One meal doesn't change my progress. I'm proud of how far I've come. Okay? Holiday eating tips check off when practice. Prioritize protein, fruits, and veggies. I still want you guys hitting your protein goal. Limit heavy sauces. Drink water or non-caloric beverages. I mean, you guys don't have to check off every one of these. If you could just check off like at least 2, I'd be happy. But you don't have to check off any, really. It just the main thing I want you to take from this training is the mindset you're taking with you with the holidays, and understanding we're going into our 20% right now. We're going into our 20%, and as long as we can go under our 20%, dabble a little bit, and hop back out and not turn it into a 30%, not turn it into a 40%, we're keeping it at 20%. I feel like even the people watching the replay right now, I feel like you guys are understanding this energy is transferring over, and you're completely picking up what I'm putting down. So, activity plan for the holiday season. List any workouts or movements that makes you feel great. And I mean, a lot of you when you want to stay with your family, you would be cool. I've had other people do this before, who don't go to the gym for the holidays and do a little home workout or home walk with your family. Get moving together, do something positive together. Because you know how we feel right after a workout. You know how we feel after we do anything that's aligned with the outcome that we want. We feel amazing. We feel proud. We feel empowered. And you want to share that with your family too. And then you can do something like that. And then you guys get overindulged. Just saying. That's what I'm going to try to do with my family. All right. Activity plan for the holiday season. List any. Oh yeah, I already read that. Reflection and accountability after the holidays. This is important. I want everybody to do this. How did you feel about the holiday meal choices? Any wins you'd like to remember for the future? And like, it's a win if you overly indulged, you got seconds when you were hungry, you had an amazing time with your family, and you created long-lasting memories, and you weren't thinking about the program, you weren't thinking about tracking, and you were just being like, I'm just glad I put in the work this last 80% because I get to enjoy this moment, and I'm not going to get fat. So boom, bada bang, bada boom. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this training. I wanted to keep this simple. It's mainly just a mindset shift. You guys can definitely use these tips, and you can do this worksheet, but definitely not mandatory. What's mandatory is just understanding that we're going into the 20%, and it's okay to it's okay to have these. Our habits are not going to be the same for one day or so. It's okay, you know. And a lot of this is just going to come with our positive self-talk and just, you know, preparing our mind for the day. I mean, that's what's going to happen. That's how if I can talk, that's how I do it. You know, I got to prepare myself. And the thing is, the only downfall to this is like when you do overly indulge the greasier foods, the foods that aren't great for you, the next day it could take some time for your digestion to recover, for your, you know, for your energy to recover, because a lot of that food drains your energy. Overeating drains your energy. So the only thing I'm trying to prevent, for you guys to understand, is we want to prevent uh, the self sabotage, the overindulging, leaking into other days, making it drag our feet on other days. So doing things like potentially a greens powder or a diuretic, going on a walk before the meal, making sure you get good sleep, making sure you crush your workout before the holidays, or making sure you do a workout or do a workout with your family. Try to sprinkle in a couple positive habits around the overly indulging, so it helped prevent that, you know, the 20% leaking over into a 22% or a 25%. Guys, hope you got value from this training. I hope what I was putting down you guys were picking up, but I hope everyone has an amazing Halloween. And, you know, this is, if you're watching this on the replay later future, um, have an amazing Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is. Like, what's important is that, you know, you have family that love and care about you, and this is the time for you to be spending it with them, and not in the program, not with me. But hey, you can still say hey to me. You can still wish me happy Hanukkah, happy holidays. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and let's have a happy Halloween. And I'll see you guys next week for next week's training. Peace.